Across the Commonwealth continue to pick up the pieces after multiple severe flooding events hit already this year. WBKO Investigates reporter Casey Freeman went to Butler County to learn more about how the families are recovering.
Jean, I met with a family caring for Larry Rowe, a Vietnam veteran who's 100% disabled. They told me it was difficult to keep him safe during the storms, and it's still difficult to get the assistance they need after the damage.
But as he's gotten older, since his mom passed, he's just went downhill. I don't know how to explain it. He tries to be strong. He tries so hard, but he's lost the use of his legs. He had like many strokes.
Rachel Colter cares for her father, Larry Rowe, in his Butler County home. Their home sits not even half a mile from the Green River, a site that saw the most significant flood events in February and in April. Colter says during the February 2025 flood, the family went to a motel for a couple of weeks with the help of Belmont Church.
The water was getting close to the road, and well, by the time we actually got out, it was already over the road. And we just had to drive through it slowly, but we made it out because I didn't want him to be stuck back here and something happened.
After roads became usable again, the family returned home. They started to assess mostly water damage to their property.
Waters that just came down so much at one time in such a short period of time. It came in the walls of the basement downstairs and the windows. There's a few cracks in the walls and stuff, and it was about a foot or more deep and down in the basement.
Colter requested assistance from FEMA at the end of February. However, it was denied. The letter stated the property is in an undeclared location. Although Butler County was not included in the February Individual Assistance Program, Colter questions the threshold required for a county to be added.
The government, they should help everybody, you know, not one person. It had to be a bunch of people. It'd be one person. If only one person lost their home, that one person should be helped.
Colter also applied for FEMA flood assistance from the April 2025 storm. She received this notification denying her second request, stating it's because she lives in a county not included as a disaster county. When she enters her Butler County address into FEMA's application, it puts her into Ohio County instead. She plans to follow up with representatives to see about getting a manual override to get her application processed. Now, Gina also spoke with Butler County Emergency Management Director Charlie Thomas, and he says he hasn't heard of any other applicants having this same issue. And I also reached out to FEMA to get more details, and a spokesperson advises that you read the entire letter because sometimes there's just additional information in there or required like paperwork that's needed or an application error. She suggested you work with an official to turn that denial into an approval.
And don't forget, FEMA has set up a disaster relief center in Morgantown to help flood victims. They're encouraging anyone who has any sort of flood-related property damage to apply for assistance, including those who own or rent their homes, those who lost other types of property such as vehicles or even personal items like prescription medications. Anyone who experienced damage in a FEMA-approved area can go to any disaster recovery center to apply for assistance.